Raceway Park in Lernerville, Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, some of the other tracks around the circuit. So pick up your copy each and every Sunday night, Motorsports World.
Walt, I'm setting her up. We're down here in Victory Lane with our, I think we're all done with the photography, right, Jimmy? We're all set. We'll get that sign there. Dick, I'd like to thank you folks. Dick Anderson from Carriage City Car Washes, 1,000 quarters.
It's a privilege to do this each year. This is the third time for Jeff, so he's hitting the ball here.
Certainly is, and hopefully he'll be able to visit your car wash later tonight and get that car all washed up.
He's probably going to take him down east.
Jeff, congratulations. Another fast time here at Tri-City Speedway. You're the track record holder. We were just commenting, though, it seems like you got the lucky draw because you ended up near the front, and this track really tightened up in the end of time trials.
It means a lot starting out early like that. You know, it's a big advantage to get an early number, especially, you know, your time trial in the sun like that, and the tracks always dry out. So, you know, for us to go start that close up front in a pill draw deal, you almost need to get quick time because as the track gets worse like that, it's definitely an advantage. So all we got to do is just get the car nicer for the heat race because obviously the track's a little different. Hopefully it'll get some more water on it, get some good racing.
You've won here twice before in this division, and you're going to be here tonight with the Denny Ashworth car. How's that number 92 working out for you this year?
We've been struggling a little bit. You know, we're the only one on Goodyear tires, so that makes a big difference. So Goodyear has a great qualifying tire. You know, we're real good in qualifying most of the time, and we kind of struggle a little bit when the track is in between a qualifying tire and, let's say, an abrasive tire. And from what I have seen here before in the past, this track's a little more abrasive than what we ran on last night or the night before, and I think that's probably going to be more of an advantage for us over last night and the night before. Whether or not we'll have the right tire for the job tonight, I'm not sure. But Goodyear's definitely working on it, and we're working with them, so hopefully we can put the right tire on to keep up with the Hoosiers.
Jeff, good luck tonight, and congratulations on your Fast Time Award. An extra $250 to help out the crew.
Thanks.
How about it, folks? Let's hear it for Upper Co Maryland's Jeff Shepard, driver of car number 92.
First sprint car heat of the year, ladies and gentlemen, here at Tri-City, and we got some top stars out there to go racing for you. Who's it going to be? Greg is watching them here. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Keegan with the lead. DeWeese looking for some racing room underneath Roberall. He's got him. He's alongside of him, but can't pull it off. Now he goes as they go down the back chute. Shepard trying to stay right in there. Can't do it. Maybe Keegan, your leader, over DeWeese and Roberall at the end. One lap. Jeff Shepard trying to move up now. The first 5 cars will qualify. Mark Smith is on the bubble right now in the 22M. Rob Eiler having some trouble over there on turn number 2. He's able to keep it going. I think he'll be heading to the pits. We're working on lap number 3 now. Mark Keegan is still your leader, but closing in a little bit. Lance DeWeese in car number 77. Down in between. DeWeese continues to cut that distance down. Wilson trying to move up now. He's in 6th spot, and he needs to get up one more. He'll have to run the B main. Battle developing there for that 4th position now. Mark Smith down on the inside, and Smith has that position in the 22M. And we've got the 33 over there. Brent Mattis. Brent Mattis stopping over there in a 33. As we mentioned, he had a rough night down at Lernerville Friday night. Had to qualify through the B main. We're halfway down, getting ready for a restart. And moving up now, Wilson trying to gain a position in the 63. Keegan out in front of the 92. Lance DeWeese in the 77. There goes DeWeese working down on the inside. Lance DeWeese on the inside. He's got the lead, but let's see if he can hold down in tight. He does. White flag is out, and Lance DeWeese on the 77. Deegan running second. Here comes Dweese picking up the flag. All right, Deegan, Shepard. See who the scores give that fifth spot to.
And so he's only about a year away from this last feature win. Ironically enough, the week before that, or 2 weeks before that, Jason Johnson in the 41 car, at that time he was driving the number 22 machine, was the winner here at Tri-City Speedway. Again, 5 cars qualify. They move on to the A main. We're set to roll. Jeffrey looks over at Blaney. Blaney guns it. Green flag is out. Looks like Jeffrey was going to lead it into turn 1, but Blaney circles on the outside, takes a look at that 3-wide battle for third. Hotting it up along the outside rail. Here comes Danny Smith underneath Jeffrey for second. Chad Kemenah challenging Jeffrey for third. Hotting it right there on the outside. Hotting it, honks it sideways as they enter the turn number 1. Jason Johnson in on the battle as well. Jeffrey doing a great job holding on to third. Down the back stretch, and it looks like Blaney is gone in this race. Shaping up for the number 5 spot. Greg Hodnett almost side by side there with Jason Johnson. Starts to pull away now as Johnson hugs the trouble. Turn number 1. We got a car around. Barry Rubel, the number 63R. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway. Yellow flag is out for Barry Rubel. Okay, folks, here we go. They're going to go green at the cone. They can't pass before the cone. Green is out. Blaney dashes away. Look at Lyndon Jeffrey on the outside. Tries to challenge Danny Smith for second, but he doesn't make it. Lyndon Jeffrey up wide. Hodnett finds the hole and takes third. Kemenah wants to grab fourth at car number 15K. As they head out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Blaney way out front. This time by 4 laps. Will be in. Halfway point is here. 4 down and 4 to go. As they race their way down the front stretch into 1 and 2, Lyndon Jeffrey now has fallen out of 5th as Jason Johnson has taken the spot away. We start to single file a little bit. Jeffrey up wide, turn 3, loses another spot. As Jimmy Hawley takes over the number 6 position. Jimmy Hawley running in 6th. Jeffrey charges back on the outside. They're battling for a non-transfer spot right now, but it's going to make a difference in the B main. To go for your leader, Dale Blaney in car number 72. Oh! Jeffrey hard into the outside wall. He rides the fence down the front stretch. He's over on his top. Lyndon Jeffrey flipping it over here on the front stretch. The tire blew, and he nailed the outside retaining wall, rode it down the front stretch. And we'll go out there and make sure Lyndon's okay in that 4K machine, but that was a pretty wild ride. He kept it upright until he got down there to the end of the guardrail. No one can drive to the inside of the cone or hit the cone. If they do, the race will be yellow flagged and the driver will be put to the rear of the field. Green flag is back out. Interesting line for Blaney. He hugs the inside, then drives up to the outside. Greg Hodnett now takes over the number 2 spot from Danny Smith on those restarts. And here comes Jimmy Hawley battling with Mike Wagner back there in 6th. White flag is out. Jason Johnson takes over the number 4 spot at car number 41. Kemenah holding on to 5th as they work their way through 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Checkered flag, Dale Blaney. Start to finish, green to checker, Dale Blaney, car number 72, picks up the win in heat race number 2, finishing in 2nd. The Apple Motorsports car number 12 of Greg Hodnett, 3rd the 51 of Danny Smith, 4th the 41 of Jason Johnson, rounding out the top 5, the 15K of Chad Kemenah.
Including all the 360 races that we had for a couple of years. Bobby Clark is in 2nd place with 11, and Ed Lynch Jr. and Craig Rankin tied for 3rd with 10 each. That is just active drivers, and we're still counting Craig Rankin as active, although he did not run last year. Duncan running in second. Here comes the Mouse. You can sure see that number 6. Ew, look at that move by the Mouse. Kenny Jacobs up into the second spot now. And Lynch has got his hands full with Kelly Kinzer in the 4K. Kinzer down on the inside trying to pick off Lynch, and he does. Lynch slides out there. With Schrader right up behind him now, the Cortland 9X car. Fry continues to lead in the 2K. Jacobs running second now, trying to close that gap here as we work on lap number 3. Rodney Duncan running in third, Kelly Kinzer fourth, Ed Lynch Jr. in the 5th spot. Lynch has the last qualifying spot right now. He can stay ahead of the 9X of Schroeder. Schrader is up, coming in the 9, but he's got a little competition from Markey in car number 3 now, who's closed the gap a little bit on that battle for 6th position. Halfway down. And Fry continues to be the leader in the 2K. Sliding up there. Kelly Kinzer is on the move. And Kelly Kinzer into that third position now over Rodney Duncan. Lynch is still riding in the 5th spot. Schrader in the 6th spot. Schrader will have to pick it up or he'll go in the B. Jacobs closing now. 2 to go. Jeff Fry still your leader in the 2K. Jacobs up high to the outside. Now he's right up on the back bumper, but getting up to a guy and passes, 2 different things. Jacobs shoots off the turn low, down the back chute. He's alongside of Fry, and Jacobs takes the lead. The Mouse is on the move. And the Mouse is going to do it. Kenny Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. Fry finishes in second. Kelly Kinzer for third, Ed Lynch Jr. for fourth. Rodney Duncan slipping back to 5th, but he still qualifies. The Mouse, Kenny Jacobs. Their field down probably a little bit tonight because we haven't had any regular racing here, and it hasn't had, some of the drivers haven't had a chance to try to line up something to run one of the pure stock cars in the senior series this year for our race. Green flag is coming out. Chad Hill takes away the lead. Working on the outside, Dean Jacobs up into second, goes for the lead. Chad Hill fights him off now. Once again, Dean Jacobs comes back again on the outside, and Dean Jacobs out in front now in the third four. Chad Hill drops the second. Rod George running third. Freddie Raymer in fourth, and Cheney in 5th. And Dean Jacobs stretching out a big lead there in car number 34. Jacobs almost now with a straightaway. He's got it about 3/4 of a straightaway over Chad Hill. Hill hanging in there, good for a solid second. Rod George in third, and Freddie Raymer fourth. Raymer putting the pressure now on Rod George. Both of them trying to close in on Chad Hill, and it gets a little tighter over there in turn 2. Let's see what they do down the back chute. It's still Chad Hill running in the 2nd spot. Rod George in third, Freddie Raymer fourth. Way back there in that final qualifying position in 5th place is Cheney in the 27C, his very first start ever at Tri-City. And here's Rod George. He finds a good spot coming off of the turn. He moves into second. Dropping Chad Hill down to the 3rd spot. Freddie Raymer trying to move up now, but Freddie can't seem to do it. He's finding a couple of the local boys pretty stout here this year. Freddie Raymer, one of the best ever to come out of central Pennsylvania. And now he gets a good bite coming off of that turn 2. And Raymer moves the Hearts 88 up into the 3rd spot now. Chad Hill slips to 4th. Cheney still holds on to 5th. Scott Liddell in the 6th spot. White flag is out. Dean Jacobs well up ahead in car number 34. That's the John Baker car. Jacobs the winner. Rod George will go in for second spot. Freddie Raymer in third. Chad Hill in fourth. Haney will take the final qualifying spot. Scott Bonnell will finish sixth and go in the B. And that's a second heat race win here for Dean Jacobs. He scored one in 1996 when we reopened the Tri-City Speedway. Green flag. On the back chute. 63 of Wilson out in front with Raymer running second. Bodnett is in the third spot and Shepard fourth. Four laps. White flag is out. And the Hampshire 63 looks like he's going to lead it all the way. Over Freddie Raymer in the 88 as here they come. Checkered flag is going out to Greg Wilson in the 63. Raymer will finish in second. Hodges will take third. Jeff Shepard fourth. Jason Johnson in the fifth spot. Kelly Kinzer in the 4K. In the Hallmark Dash.
Greg Wilson and Barn here, or the All-Star official, the Hallmark.com, trailers and coaches, a 2002 Dash winner. And we'll turn it back upstairs. Walt, I think the B main is getting lined up and they'll be ready to roll out.
Okay, remember, only 4 cars are going to qualify, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of the guys will call it a night here in the United Aluminum Windows Sales B main. Twelve laps. Green flag, 4 will qualify. The guys in the back are really going to have to do some movement. Scott Bonnell takes the yearly lead, with Schrader running in the second spot. Byron Reed is third. Moving on in that fourth spot. Somebody sliding up high. Gets it under control. That was Rob Eiler in the 5. We couldn't tell when he was sliding sideways. A lot of competition back in the pack. Scott Bonnell has got the lead. And he's checking out right now. Schrader running in second, Byron Reed third, and Leonard Lee from Iowa in the fourth spot now, as Lee tries to be the final qualifier. And Mike Wagner is on the move in the 55 now. Watch Wagner. He picks up Markey in the 3. Goes off to Robinot in the 98 car, and here goes Wagner up on the high group, and he's got the 55 moving now. And he takes, no he doesn't quite yet. Working on the outside. Now he gets Leonard Lee. Skates it up pretty high, but Lee's not able to get back underneath. Lee closes a little bit down the back chute. Now the battle's heating up for second as Byron Reed, who lives over near Toledo in Montclair, Ohio. He's putting the pressure on Butch Schrader in the 9X car. That's your battle right now for second. Jimmy Hawley is back there in about 6th position now, going for 5th around the outside of Leonard Lee. And that battle for second heats up some more. Around the outside, Byron Reed takes that second now. Jimmy Hawley trying to move up one spot. And we've got somebody slowing down. The car stopped down in the center of turns 1 and 2. Koval in the 81. We've also got Markey in car number 3. Then they'll get out to the Tri-State Speedway at Hubstead, Indiana, out near Evansville, Indiana. then the Florence Speedway, Florence, Kentucky, which is just south of Cincinnati. Then they go to Eldora on June 29th. And that's right before they start the 20th annual Ohio Sprint Speed Week. Seven laps in the books here in a 12-lapper, and that battle for second continues. Jimmy Hawley trying to pick up the 5th spot, but he's got to get one more than that to qualify. This will be 9 laps for Scott Bonnell, still out in front. Reed running second, and Wagner working around on the outside for third now. Lee is still in that 5th spot, and Hawley 6th. Hawley goes up to the high side, trying to get by the Iowa driver. Can't do it. Has to back off again. White flag is out here. Scott Bonnell, Byron Reed closing a little bit, but he's running out of time. Of course, really all he's interested is that transfer spot to the A main. And it's going to be Scott Bonnell, your winner. Byron Reed in for second. Who's going to get third? It's going to be Wagner. Wagner in for that third. Fourth will go to Butch Schrader. That'll be your final qualifier. Hawley will be the first alternate if somebody can't go.
That's a long name for a B main, but as you heard it, that car was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the state capitol for some publicity down there for Lori Potter and the Wingless Warriors group. Lori now one of the promoters involved with the former Hidden Valley Speedway over there. And let's go for it, folks. Here they are. They're waving to you out there, folks. How about it? A nice salute from the All-Stars. And now they'll gun it into turn number 1 and 2. There you go. Jason Johnson cranking it out there. Old Jack Smith looks in the back end of that truck, and he sees all these sprinters coming.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, they'll come around one more time around. Kelly Kinzer, Jason Johnson on the front row. 30 laps the distance, folks. They tighten the belts down. They're ready to roll. Wow, DeWeese far in the back of the pack, as is Jacobs. Blaney near the back of the pack, too. This will be one heck of a show as they work their way down into turns 1 and 2. The pace truck pulling off down the backstretch. Fred Raymer up there, he ran well in his heat race, found that inside groove to his liking as he was battling with some of our locals. As they head down the backstretch now. Kinzer looking it over. They head into turn number 3. Set to roll. Greg Wheeling. Green flag in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. All-Stars sprint car action. Green flag is out. Walt, take it away.
Okay, Kelly Kinzer goes down into that first turn. Kinzer is your leader in the 4K. Oh, we've got a spin there. Jason Johnson right in the middle of the pack. He loops it around and keeps it going. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, off to a wild start here. Kelly Kinzer is your leader. Kinzer opens up a little bit of a lead here. And here goes Wilson in the 63, right up in there in the 3rd spot. Yellow is out.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about Jason Johnson looping it out up there and everyone avoiding him?
3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen. Between
Talking
turns
over
3 and
Walt
4.
there.
Kelly Kinzer, your leader, out of Bloomington, Indiana, part of the famed Kinzer family. And Jeff Shepard and Shepard around on the outside. Almost had Kinzer, and then Kinzer put her down the pedal to the metal and came back. Then Shepard goes around. Jeff Shepard on the move now in the Denny Ashworth 92 car.
As the field starts to sort itself out, lots of battles about 10th place on back amongst their back runners, including the Mouse, Kenny Jacobs. But up front, the battle is between, for 4th and 5th right now, as Craig Hodnett holds on to it over Greg Wilson. And now a battle for 3rd. Walt coming out of, for 2nd, coming out of 4.
Raymer on the move, and he's right up behind Kinzer. And Raymer goes around, past Freddie Raymer into that 2nd spot, and he quickly distances Kelly Kinzer as we finish 6 laps here.
As they work their way through turns 1 and 2 now. We've got the All-Stars versus the Pennsylvania Posse out front, as Kelly Kinzer holds on to the 3rd spot. Coming around here in 4th is Greg Hodnett, and Greg Wilson is running in the number 5 position. 7 laps are down, and we've still got a long way to go in this event.
And we're starting to get into the lap traffic here now as we finish 8 laps. Could make a big difference here, as here comes the 92 of Jeff Shepard up on the last place car, and here comes Freddie Raymer cutting that distance down now. They're coming up on Cheney in the 27C.
10 laps are down now, Walt.
Shepard gets around Cheney now. We're working on lap number 11. Raymer 6-7 car lengths back.
Well, and Greg Hodnett is closing in on Kelly Kinzer very fast as they come through turn 3. He's working the inside. As they head out of turn number 4, Hodnett looked to the inside of Kinzer, couldn't do it. And now we see Dean Jacobs trying to move into a top 5 battle. The battle's for 3rd off of 2, Walt.
Down the back shooting, that's getting to be a hot battle there. Kelly Kinzer, Wilson, Hodnett, and Jacobs. Jeff Shepard has pulled away now. Probably 10-15 car lengths as we finish 14 laps.
Great battle coming out of 4 here, Walt. 4K Kelly Kinzer, 12 Greg Hodnett, 34 of Dean Jacobs, and the 15K of Chad Kamenau. That's 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And Kinzer.
That's where your action is, back there in 4th place. We'll watch that battle and let the leaders run up front there. Wilson is closing in on Raymer, though. Keep your eye on that now. Greg Wilson, he's working down on the inside, and there he goes, making a pass on Freddie Raymer. No, he's not. Raymer fights him off now. He may have to back off for a slower car in the inside groove, but no, he gets him in the 63.
And Raymer comes back on the outside off of turn number 2. He almost makes the move. Now he's going to try it and turn. Oh, Raymer's got a car in front of him. Spinning out, he slides up to the outside.
Right, it might have been Wagner. It was a black car. Spun right in front of Freddie Raymer, but Raymer missed him.
In the number 2 spot. Running in third, fourth on the track right now in line is the yellow number 88 of Fred Raymer. Fourth is Greg Hodnett in the 12 car, and fifth is the 15K, the blue 15 of Chad Kemenaugh. And Walt, it looks like we're going to go back to green flag here at the line with only 13 laps remaining in this race. Remember, folks, the second car in line is a lap car.
Green flag. And the 63 has to struggle to get by the lap car. And that lets Freddie Raymer go wide around on the outside. Yellow's back out. Yellow's back out. Okay, it looks like Greg wasn't too happy with that. Maybe the 2K was too slow coming up to speed there.
Laps left to go in this race, so there's going to be enough time for you to just take a moment, let some of the other people in the parking lot clear out, and go out and check out some of the cars in the pit area as we get set to go racing. Again, the second car in line, Kevin Fry, is going to be a lap car, and hopefully he'll get out of the way here for our leaders as they come out of turn number 4.
And once again, Shepherd gets off to a good start. They're trying to get by the 2K. There goes Greg Wilson, got him down on the inside. And the 88 now trying to also get by, and he goes way up high, Freddie Raymer.
Well, and Chad Kemenaugh makes a move on the 12 car of Hodnett and takes over the number 4 spot as he dove inside coming off of turn number 2. Hodnett in 5th and Kemenaugh in 4th as the field really dicing in the back of the pack. Out front, here comes fast Freddie Raymer, Walt.
He's on the move. 19 laps down. We got 11 remaining here.
As Shepherd, looking for his 3rd career feature win here at Tri-City Speedway, continues to pace the field. Heading into turn number 1, Wilson running in 2nd, followed by Raymer in the 88 car. Raymer now up to the top side of Wilson. He's going to try to pass him again. We got 2 good battles on the track. Wilson and Raymer for 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th coming on Hodnett. Raymer on the outside as they come down to complete lap number 21.
And Raymer goes into that 2nd spot over Wilson. Now he sets out. Can he catch Jeff Shepherd? He's got 8 laps for him to do it.
Hodnett trying the outside of Kemenaugh, coming off of 4, and he takes back the number 4 spot in the Apple Motorsports, car number 12. Hodnett picks up that position again on lap number 22 as Dean Jacobs now closing in on Kemenaugh. Shepherd back into lap traffic with a Mike Wagner number 55.
That 2nd position is not decided yet, as here comes Greg Wilson working down on the inside. He powers off of turn 2, and Greg Wilson goes back into 2nd. Who's it going to be as they come by the line? It's going to be the 63 of Wilson and the 88 of Raymer. On lap number 25 now. Shepherd's still your leader. He's in good shape, but he hasn't got it won yet.
They almost collide coming off of 4, but Wilson holds on to the spot as they work their way into turn number 1. Raymer trying to find bite in the outside cushion where Shepherd is just cruising around the lap traffic right now. He's got 3 lap cars between himself and 2nd place Wilson in car number 63. Meanwhile, Dean Jacobs has now come into the fight for 4th, 5th, and 6th now as Jacobs gets to the outside of Kemenaugh and takes the 5th spot to complete lap number 26.
3 laps to go when they get back. And that battle for 2nd is still going. Wilson holds it, but Raymer right there.
This time by, it'll be 2 laps to go. The parallel flags will be out for Jeff Shepherd, winner of this race in 98 and 99, as they head down the front stretch. Wilson now pulling away from Fred Raymer, but I think he may have run out of time to try to catch your leader, Jeff Shepherd, who's a full straightaway just about ahead of car number 63. White flag is out, this time by for your leader, Jeff Shepherd. Hodnett still holding on to the 4th spot over Jacobs, and Walt, call it to the line as Shepherd heads down the backstretch.
Jeff Shepherd looking for his 3rd career All-Star victory here. And he's going to pick it up, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. He's your winner. 63 in for second. Jeff Shepard picking up his third career All-Star victory here at Tri-City Speedway. Last year's winner Greg Wilson coming in for second, beating fast Freddie Raymer after a tremendous duel between those two drivers. Greg Hodden came up to finish fourth. Dean Jacobs made it into the top five, dropping Kenema down to the sixth spot. Seventh went to Lance DeWeese, eighth to Kelly Kinzer, ninth to Kenny Jacobs, and 10th to Mark Keegan.
Oh, young man, you did one hell of a job tonight.
Well, thanks. Guys did a great job. Kreiner Motors, Goodyear Tires, Eagle Chassis, everything worked well.
Lap traffic seemed to be a factor, especially late in the event, but this car was simply cruising on the outside.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Right there at the end, I got real slow because when you run their speed, you know, you lose the wing speed, and I about went off the end over there because it's right up against the edge of the racetrack. But Goodyear Tires stuck us to the racetrack. You know, we've been struggling. We got to find the perfect opportunity to run the tires in perfect track situations, and tonight was one. We got a real good break on that start. For some reason, I just dove low going into one, and somebody did a 360 in front of everybody. We come out in second. So I've made a couple laps around this track before, and every one of them has been pretty good.
Certainly has been your third career win here in the All-Stars. You've got to love Tri-City Speedway with the success you've had here.
I do. You know, it's like I told these guys, I said, if we're going to have a chance to beat these guys on Goodyears, this would be the perfect track to do it. This track gets abrasive, yet not all the time does it lay down rubber, and Goodyear tires like abrasion. If this was a dry, slick racetrack and it was real slimy and slick and slow, we'd probably be struggling. But Goodyear, we're working with them a little bit, trying to get a tire that we can match them guys when the track gets a little slower, but when it comes to tracks like this, they got it handled.
Jeff, congratulations. I know you got a long trip to the Midwest this week, and we wish you the best out there.
Hey, we need it. I'll tell you what, we struggled the last two nights trying some different combinations out. Like I said, then again on tires, Goodyears, we're the only ones on them, and so it's hard for us to judge anything. And I've been here enough times, and every time I've run here, I think I've run Goodyears. And so, you know, we had a pretty good idea coming into this race what we needed to do. So everything worked out great. I got to thank my guys. They bust their butts for me to get the race car put together and keep everything going. Like I said, the motors are running great, and I want to thank the fans for coming. It was a good night, and hopefully we'll see you back here again.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and congratulations once again. How about it, folks? Jeff Shepard, $5,000 richer here tonight at Tri-City Speedway. A nice run. I'll tell you, that Wilson kid, he is quick.
Yeah, he was good on the bottom on them long runs. We got screwed up a little bit with lap traffic, but we just need to be a little better.